ruler, isn't it cool?
Sorry. Remember when I was like, look at this ruler, it's a flex ruler, isn't it cool? And then I snapped it.
Yep.
So I didn't realize that since it had been like what fucking 7 years since I'd flexed the little flex ruler, it was gonna be really brittle. So I was like, look, this ruler flexes so well. And then I flexed it in Ronnie's face, but it snapped and it shattered. And I was like, oh my God, I hope I didn't just blind him. Unreal. How is everyone?
I'm trying to.
Oh my gosh, it's red soul. Just leave it there.
Know.
It's Ronnie Red's red frame. Ronnie's red frame.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Wait, or Chrissy Chapleka.
Hello. I know.
Literally. She's perfect.
Dude,
She's perfect. She's
like,
perfect. She's perfect. She's perfect. She's everything. Has she been a guest judge yet on Drag Race?
No. She just
did, it's okay. We don't support fracking.
Song. Facts.
My sister's boyfriend, Nathaniel, he just found out that RuPaul is into fracking when he just found out about it when I told him.
Really?
Yes. And then I explained all of the lore.
Okay, fracking. See what I did there?
Yes.
Thank you.
Stream Fracture Me.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yo, true. Literally stream that.
Okay, well, hello again, my frisky friends, and welcome back to another episode of Rambling about things I read on Reddit. I wish I wasn't packing up my stuff from the place that I learned to love you. I wish I had never given up on all the compositions of our tunes. Now I'm sleeping until 4 p.m. Stayed up all night because we were talking about not a cunning fact. Like it just, I click the button to come back, and then I just hear, slow it down. Make it
I don't even listen to 80s.
Well,
there's only one boy group that I listen to consistently.
This is a very important thing. Stray Kids. This is really important to talk about because TikTok has forced everyone to know songs very well that they don't like listening to. They are just surrounded by it constantly. Like, did it like at this point in time, it takes me maybe 5 months to add a song that I like to any of my playlists because I already hear it so much on TikTok anyways.
Yeah,
it's crazy, and that happens to every song that I like, because there's such large audiences for all of them now that it's just everywhere.
Yep.
I can't escape it.
Yep. What's that? Oh my god! I literally saw the video last night. Oh my god! I'm actually so mad that I can't think of it. It's the one lady where she's like crying, and she's like, "Yep, you're not the only one who feels like this." Yep.
I don't know what video you're talking about.
I need to show that to you. Oh my god, that video is so funny.
Okay. But today is the day I helped to complete the Canadian Haunting of Hill House. But before all of that, I thought it would be a good time to catch up with Ronni with what's been going on with Clicky Twitter and any current events. By that, I mean absolutely rotten TikTok videos or Twitter posts. Also, before, someone said if Elon can dead name his own child, then we can dead name Twitter. And to that, I say Twitter. Go ahead.
No, like literally, I'm sorry. Like, you will have to like burn me at the stake before I will die a martyr by saying, like, I will not say X. I will say Twitter. That is Twitter. Like,
I don't like it.
actual idiot. Best believe I'm still on it though.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of
Guilty.
which, what's going on with clicky Twitter? Has Debbie Ryan posted about Clancy yet?
Yeah,
Tell
a
us.
while back on her story. Instagram.
Story post only?
Instagram, yeah.
Story
Pretty
post
much.
only. Do more, Debbie Ryan.
Do more, Debbie Ryan.
Instead of what would Jesus do, is do more, Debbie Ryan.
Real.
No, okay. Did the set of Paladin Straight burn down? Because why? Why is it taking so long?
June.
Where is it?
They said early June. As far as I'm concerned, we are in the double digits. So it is not early June anymore.
It is currently 12:52 a.m. on Saturday, June 15th. We are mid-month. Early June, like, my ass.
Early June, liar. However, we think it's gonna come out on the 25th.
We being you and the strong clickies, because I am not properly informed on this. I don't know why I used strong as the adjective.
Strong clickies.
Yeah, okay. I'll keep that as the adjective. I think that's fine.
Real.
Realist. Anything else?
Stream Brat by Charlie XCX. Like, I don't know. That's
real. Stream Brat, and
it's a Brat summer.
Yeah.
Let's go, gay people.
Let's go.
We ride at dawn.
Gay people. We ride at dawn. Also, please, like.
Please,
I beg you, don't embarrass me, motherfucker.
Please, don't bring.
Is that your Barry Kogan?
Yeah.
Let's literally put him.
But the thing is, he did embarrass me.
Oh, swinging. For those who don't see what's happening with Ronni is dancing around with a small teddy bear with a
One Direction.
Yeah, okay. Can I please a small One Direction specific teddy bear for Liam, and there is a yellow Liam Payne hoodie on the bear with a Liam Payne picture as the design. Okay. Yes. I'm also headed to visit Ronni in LA. That's gonna be happening on Monday for me.
Who's up kicking their feet and literally giggling and is so excited.
I know Ronni is excited for that. So what are we gonna be doing there?
Well, oh my god, Brandon, I'm actually so excited to see Ex-Lover.
Mm-hmm.
That's on Wednesday.
Sick.
I'm actually so excited. I'm like gonna lose it. Because they're so good. Put something on, we're leaving soon. I'm not asking, I'm telling you. Running late in my dreams. See them here, see them there. Smiling in the dark. And I'll be the prettiest one. Moving to the sound of my prayer. It's
okay. Yeah. Also, don't forget to stream. Oh, what?
That's what happens.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Also, don't forget to stream my music. We recorded this before Fracture Me has been released everywhere, but to all of you guys, it's available for everyone, and it is yours.
Yes, stream it.
I don't know if you want. DM me DM me and comment on this video, and also my Instagram about how your best friends break you down to be the best version of yourself. Okay, okie dokie, eggs and bakery. Let's get to this case. We are returning to Coventry, and also that one movie set from Scott Pilgrim.
I'm gonna like bang my head against a wall. All right.
So, the video that we are going back to, for those of you who are uninformed and have not seen part 1, go back to part 1. It's okay. I won't get upset if you listen to this one and then listen to that one, but I feel like it'll make a lot more sense. Also, you'll know why we called this Coventry. So,
Doing sit-ups.
Get what?
Sit-ups.
Oh my god. POV, Ronnie's not paying attention to anything.
No, I was paying attention. Just because I was doing something else does not mean I wasn't paying attention. I was paying attention.
Okay, so was playing with the One Direction teddy bear and making it do sit-ups, or was that your Subway Surfers, or was I your Subway Surfers?
This was my Subway Surfers.
Okay. Well, let's do a little summary of what happened last week for everyone who's struggling to remember. That would mostly be Nate, but it's okay. For anyone else who is like Nate, and cannot remember anything for more than a week, actually cannot remember most things for more than a week.
Yeah.
Sam and Colby went to Casa Loma in Toronto, Canada. This property used to be owned by a man known as Sir Henry. Sir Henry was rich, and by that I mean he was the son of a rich stockbroker, and he had $400 million to his name. The mansion in Casa Loma is worth upwards of $100 million and boasts an absurd 98 rooms. In addition to that, the property is known for having a dense tunnel network of secret passageways between the main house and smaller houses/buildings. There's also
unnecessary.
5 acres and a few parking lots. Oh, 5 acres of garden and a few parking lots.
That's just so unnecessary.
Oh, also, and Casa Loma was the filming site of a whole bunch of movies, TV shows, and events, such as Twitches 2, Scott Pilgrim. It was also, they turned it into Hogwarts for Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, the box office release. I can't remember the other ones, but it's been in like everything that you've watched, pretty much.
We didn't watch the music video.
Shit. We also didn't watch Lil Wayne's music video in the prison. That's on us. It's okay. We will get to that. So we're gonna go, but aside from getting to that, we are getting back to Sam and Colby.
The first part was already really scary. I'm scared.
Yeah, I know. We like barely got into the video with that one.
Oh.
The agony beyond power of speech.
Truth.
When the one thing you want is the only thing out of your reach. Agony, far more painful than yours. So they were saying that anyone like Into the Woods? Renee Rapp said that theater kids were cool. I'm not a theater kid, but
I'm not a theater kid.
but I do. My degree is in music, so are we adjacent? Mayhaps.
Mayhap.
Was I a marching band kid? Yeah. Did I do it all 4 years? Yeah. It's okay. So they were saying that this guy had control of pretty much all the electricity in the greater Toronto area. We are talking about Sir Henry again. Yes, I know that I'm jumping topics. Get used to it. We're on the 20th episode. If you're not used to it yet, why are you here?
We jump around a lot. Sorry, guys.
No, not fucking sorry. Deal with it. This is interesting to people who cannot think of one thing at a time.
Yes.
You know, like if you do not have a one-track mind. Also, bring back songs about one-track minds because those lyrics always ate. Literally 2000s. Come back.
Bring it back, please.
Come back, please. He had so much damn money that he functioned like Gatsby. And that's not a fucking joke. Every night he threw extravagant parties and there were over 100 members of staff just to maintain the whole place.
Like, I don't know. Like,
Like there's 98 rooms, you have 100 staff member, like over 100 staff members, you have parties every single night, your mansion is over $100 million, you own like all of the electricity in the area. Okay, he wanted to prove himself to the aristocratic parts of society. He wanted to be viewed as a sort of like pseudo king, not like king, but like the king of the shit he owned. Like he just wanted to be like that big omnipotent
Alpha male.
figure. I guess like the alpha male of the 20s of
Alpha male.
yeah, the alpha male of the the 1910s. The alpha male of the 1910s, that's him. So, I mean, he wanted to be the elite. Him and his wife lived on the property for a total of 9 years only. Stuff started going wrong from there. Because of his control of the electricity, he was eventually considered to be a monopoly, and the city of Toronto seized the money and electrical properties back from him. Technically speaking, however, he was in a lot more debt than he was acknowledging. Much of his wealth was brought onto him because of those properties, those electrical properties. And further than that, he would borrow money against all of the properties that he owned. Because he had so many, he could much more easily hide the fact that he was in severe debt because they were making so much money that it kind of counteracted all of the stuff that he was borrowing, and he just kept continuing to borrow against those properties. And I mean, credit checks and everything were not as big of a thing because paper,
Yeah.
physical money. So World War I happened, and the economy was absolutely tanking, and the banks were asking for those loans to get paid off as soon as possible. The problem was, he didn't have the money to do so because his properties were taken away from him. A little reminder to everyone that this man, at the time, was technically in possession of 1/4 of Canada's money. And that also meant that he pretty much was the only thing keeping any of the banks in Canada running. So, it gets absolutely crazy because the Bank of Canada had to shut down because the money they loaned out was all gone because he couldn't even pay it back to them because they were loaning pretty much all of their money to him.
Yikes.
So with this shutdown, tens of thousands of Canadians lost all of their life savings because of this one guy, Sir Henry.
That's actually insane.
Like, imagine see, okay, the worst part about that is that is not the most impossible thing in today's economy.
Yeah.
With the existence of so many, not so many, but just more than enough billionaires within one country.
Yeah.
It's absolutely absurd. There's just such a separation of ownership of money, and it's like when it comes to the point where such small groups of people own such large percentages of an entire country's economy. Hello?
Yeah.
This is a great example of that. He essentially became the most hated man in all of Toronto. They moved out of the estate, and unfortunately, his wife died shortly after. Technically, no one has ever died on the property, though. Not the owners, not the workers, no one. So, why does everyone think it's haunted? Well, we have already brought up a few instances of residual energies being present in separate areas, and it's also commonly known that places that are subjected to mass amounts of negativity, whether it be internal or external, have a habit of attracting malevolent energies.
Who else is scared? Who else is petrified right now?
This concept...
If my dog sneezes behind me during something scary, I'm gonna lose it.
Oh no, please don't sneeze.
I know. She's sleeping right now. She's like this.
Literally. Oh, is she snoring? Tell us. Perfect. Okay. So this concept is like of attracting malevolent spirits and having a bunch of negative energy build up. It's personified as what's called an egregore. And I think this is a quote from the video because I put it in quotes. Also, whenever I put everything in quotes, a lot of the times it's paraphrased just because it was faster to type it that way and I just needed to get through the video. So
yes.
This is an egregore is a spirit / thought form created by many people's collective energy at a location. Because this was a hoppin' place after the city of Toronto started owning it, because I mean people have their weddings here.
Yeah.
And also just like big event space. I'm sure massive corporate events happen there. And I mean like the Harry Potter release was happening there. Other big releases and shit were happening there, so
yeah, I wouldn't doubt
it. So in terms of the paranormal stuff that they mention, we go into a little bit of mini summary before we get into the actual investigation and whatnot. So there's noises heard just around the building, of course.
Awesome.
And obviously it could be house creaking, but like there's a lot that are not very well explained by the house creaking. There's voices heard, and there's also a lot of poltergeist activity.
No.
We are going to go through some of the spirits, just like in a list. This one is Lady Mary. So there's a lot of people that like to take pictures, because I mean, it's an event space. Like, people aren't always specifically going for it to be haunted.
I'm already scared.
And people's SD cards just get wiped. Cameras break. Like, sometimes there's just like shattered lenses out of nowhere, or like the cameras just don't work anymore. Fracture. And when shadow me like anyways, so she also apparently likes to drain the batteries of recording devices, whether it be audio devices or video devices, or both, like the mix. People also see her sitting on the edges of their beds, watching them. You're like, it's a good thing I took the mirrors down. Fuck.
That's my bed. There's my bed. It's in frame now.
You're just like, okay, I can see behind me. So Sir Henry is another spirit that's seen. Oh, that was a funny noise.
I know, it's because the cord is like right behind, like really stuck between the wall and the desk. So then I did that, so then so it's not too tight, but so then it holds the stand better without the springs, because I don't know where the springs are. So
you'll find them. Anyways, Sir Henry is seen outside of his room through the windows. So it's like one of those office spaces in a house that has frosted glass windows, so you can partially see outside. So you see him like the silhouette like figure, but you also can see just enough of his face.
I'm gonna like start crying.
So this next one, the White Lady.
I'm already scared.
If you don't get that joke, that's okay. But yes, this one is called the White Lady. So, thought to be made from the property. Thought to be a maid from the property, and she's seen pretty much everywhere.
No, she isn't. So
she likes to follow people around the property.
No, she doesn't. So try that again.
So she's literally just Karen. Like,
damn. And in life and death, that's crazy.
Oh, so this isn't a spirit specifically. This is just an area. The underground tunnel system is well known for a lot of poltergeist activity. Things are moved around. People are pushed. People also feel themselves being grabbed and shoved into the walls. There's also a sort of like floating mist creature that follows people around the tunnels.
No, there isn't.
People suspect that is also like a different form of the White Lady.
What if it's just the darkness in Coventry?
Wait. Okay. Think about it. They were filming on the property. What if they were like the darkness was inspired by what they experienced on the property?
I'm sure you could probably look it up.
That's true. I mean, that was in the days when the Disney Channel original movie creators were like actual aspiring writers.
Yeah. I
Now
miss
it's very
movies like
corporate.
that. I miss movies like that.
No, yeah, I miss those days. It felt good.
Cadet Kelly.
C-
I
and
love
it would
Cadet
always come
Kelly.
on at like 2 a.m.
No, yep.
It
I
was
about to
so
say.
good. It was
I
like
love
perfect.
when I would, because I used to have like an armoire. Ooh.
For everyone who just saw that, and for everyone who didn't see that, Ronnie bumped into his microphone, and there is a foam pop filter on it, or foam windscreen on it, and Ronnie experiences what is known as misophonia, which is a severe fear of sounds, and Ronnie shook his head violently and had to like scratch his ears kind of, because it's like when people hate nails on a chalkboard. It's like when people hate styrofoam rubbing against styrofoam.
Yeah. What was I saying though? I was gonna say I used to have like an armoire, and I had my TV in there, and I would like fall asleep. I would fall asleep watching TV all the time. My parents did not like that. But I needed a little light. Sorry if I need a night light. God. And so I would wake up in the middle of the night. Cadet Kelly was on. I'm like, all right, staying up till it ends.
Exactly. I regret not utilizing the TV in my room when I was younger more, because we moved it to another room in the house later on, and then as soon as we did that, I missed it, and I was like, what the fuck? Why did I do that?
That's how I'd watch One Direction, a bunch of One Direction stuff. That's how I'd stay on.
One time, remember on cable television when you would, oh my lord, I hate talking about it like this because it makes me feel like I'm 70. Anyways, there would be those random ads for those weird games that they sold through your network. Like for me, it was Dish Network, and Dish Network had a bunch of these like little video games that you could play with the TV remote, and they would advertise them in between shows. It was a lot of times it was like past midnight, and it would be like in between like Nickelodeon shows a lot. And then I would like, it would give you the opportunity. It was like a 20-30 second ad, and if you like clicked it, you could play the game. And I clicked it one time and I started crying because I was like, oh my god, I just accidentally spent my parents' money and I didn't ask them first. This is so bad. And then I woke them up and they're like, oh, you didn't buy anything. And I was like, oh, okay.
You're like, oh, right. Right, yes.
Those cash grabs were really just trying to get kids for real.
And the thing is, they worked.
They were horrible games too. Like, they were borderline. No, not even borderline. They were entirely unplayable. Like, it was a deer hunting game. How was I going to do deer hunting and aim with a fucking TV remote? Like, the infrared light blaster on the top of that remote barely worked. How was I supposed to play a video game with it?
Yeah, like, hello? I don't remember what I had, actually. I remember my other friends had Dish, but I think I had something else.
Did you have, like, DirecTV? Or, like, the AT&T one?
I need to ask my parents. Why am I literally forgetting what I had growing up?
No, isn't it crazy? Like, we've been so distant from it for so long that, like, it feels... Like, that feels absolutely historic.
No, for real.
Actually,
like,
no,
genuinely,
because, like, you can talk about it being 15 years ago, and that's true. Oh, God. Guys, I know that we're only 22, so we don't have to be that, like, upset about our age, but, like, it's just one of those things where it's, like, being able to say 15 years ago and actually be able to have a cohesive thought from 15 years ago is extremely upsetting.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
hitting the age when you can say 15 years ago or 10 years ago, God, oh no. Like, that makes me so worried for myself.
Like, what do you mean?
Oh my
10
God.
years
We're
ago. 10 years
literally,
ago, I was
okay,
like 12.
sorry, we're hosting a podcast right now. Oh my God. Anyways.
Okay.
So
Sorry.
the medium
We're getting
they brought,
so...
yeah, I know. The medium they brought, I the only reason I remembered was because I turned and I saw the script and I was like, fuck. The medium they brought said that the stables seemed to be the most active spots in all of Castelloma. So sorry for jumping topics. No, we're not. Just apologizing for the people that got really confused. Anyways, Sam and Colby's investigation. They read Mary's bio, and she was a part of the Girl Guides of Canada. I think that's the Canadian version of Girl Scouts. And because I know Ronni has been involved with the Scouts at some point, I wanted to ask you about your experiences in the Scouts. Like, let's talk about some of our personal observations as differences for Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts.
No, yeah, because I was going to say, you did Boy Scouts.
Yeah.
I did
Before it
Girl
turned into the
Scouts.
Scouts. Because people got mad at the Boy Scouts for being the Boy Scouts, so they just became the Scouts. Because you know what was fucked up? They had a program in the Boy Scouts that was like Adventure Scouts, that was for like co-ed Boy Scouts, and I was just like, then why just let it be the fucking Scouts? Anyways,
Yeah.
continue.
I did Girl Scouts. There's nothing like super significant that I'm lying. Actually, I have a picture from when I was at a camp. when I was at one of the camps. Mm-hmm. And my eyes were bloodshot red, and I looked like I was high, but in actually what was the issue was my allergies were so bad, and I forgot allergy medicine and eye drops, and so I could not stop rubbing my eyes because I also have a really bad habit of rubbing my eyes.
No, I literally scold you about it so much. I'm like, dude, like it is actually so bad for your eye health to rub your eyes.
When I was younger, I would like literally get like scarring in like the inner corners of my eyes because I would be like rubbing them so much.
Oh my gosh.
Like I would be the person in class who would be like, Can I go to the bathroom to get a wet paper towel for my eyes?" Like that was me. So yeah. So I'm like in the picture, I'm like I literally look like I'm high and in pain.
Dude, I honestly think that
really
it's a universal experience for everyone that was involved in any type of Scouts to just have at least that one trip or event that you went to that was like you were absolutely fucking going through it for the entire trip.
Yeah. I got the Prodigy Award though for fencing because we did fencing earlier that day.
Yeah.
And I was just a killer fencer.
You know what I was really good at for no reason in Boy Scouts? Knife and axe throwing.
That makes sense in my brain.
I felt so Clove from Hunger Games. I felt so Clove. Clove before she died from the Hunger Games.
The thing is, I don't know why, but since you're a black belt, that it just makes sense that you would be good at that.
We did a lot of weapons stuff. Like we did a lot of weapons training. Like I do know how to throw shuriken.
So that's why I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
But it was really fun. I do want to go axe throwing again.
I feel like I'm like actually so scared. I feel like I'm the person to like go like this and then I miss it and it instead goes flying and I'm gonna like it's gonna land.
Dude, it's so scary thinking that it's gonna like go back at you. I will say because like it was doing that to everyone when I first tried it. It was doing that to everyone and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. But then I really committed to it when I threw, and we were throwing it at like a target that was painted to look like a bear. And it was a massive like wooden block or like stack of logs. And the first one that I threw landed and it was great. But it also totally just landed in the groin of the bear. And I was like...
Nice.
But I was the only one to stick it and I was like, haha. And then I stuck all the other ones.
Look at you.
That's literally us.
That's why I like
fencing king, axe throwing
king.
Us in the Hunger
I like
Games.
the axe throwing. I like the axe throwing. That's like the foam one, where it's not an actual axe because it makes me feel a lot better and it makes me feel like I'm not gonna accidentally hurt myself.
Where is it? At Spacha? Like the rubber one that you throw into. Is that at Spacha, or am I just totally?
No, I don't know.
I feel like it's at Dave and Buster's.
Okay, that makes sense.
Dave and Buster's. It's like a rubber axe that you throw between these like things that are sticking out. It kind of works like those horsehair dartboards.
No, yeah, because we had them for Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's.
Y'all celebrate hard. It has to be one of the holidays. Anyways, we're not even talking about Scouts anymore.
Oh yeah, not shouting out Girl Scouts. So
I will shout out Girl Scouts for having cooler food events than Boy Scouts. Why the fuck did the Boy Scouts make us feel like we were selling pyramid scheme cooking ware? It wasn't cooking ware, but we sold popcorn, but it felt like pyramid scheme popcorn. Because would you rather buy how much are the boxes of Girl Scout cookies? $5?
Well, when I was selling cookies, it was $3 to $4.
I remember in like high school it became $5.
Yeah, it's more expensive now.
Is it like $7 now?
It's what they be doing to us for real. But you know what? I've never forgiven the Girl Scouts since they got rid of my pride and joys, the Savannah Smiles, because those were the best cookies that they ever made. And then they got rid of them and replaced them with lemonades. Those ones aren't even good. Those ones aren't even as good as the Savannah Smiles. Sorry, I just got really passionate.
No, that's okay. Don't worry, because I'm also passionate about specifically this. Boy Scout popcorn? You want to know why you didn't fucking sell? It was $20 a bag.
A bag?
It was $20 a bag in the 2000s.
That's ridiculous.
It was like, you're
That's
fucking
actually
kidding
ridiculous.
me. I'm like, you had us propped up outside of the fucking Walmart, like as if anyone was gonna buy a $20 bag of popcorn. Like, there's not bags of popcorn they could go inside and buy.
Like, can we be for real, guys?
And it was like because I've had. We couldn't have any, but I've had some because someone shared. Oh my god. It like a new fresh bag always texturally, flavor wise was so stale. And it because it was like pre-popped popcorn, but like that shit was just depressing. Like, I'm just like,
yeah.
I'm like, I know you did this because the Girl Scouts had good cookie sales. I'm like, the only thing I'm here to support in the Girl Scouts is the cookies.
Yeah, pretty much.
If we don't stop talking about this now, it's going to be the only thing we talk about, so I'm just going to continue. Also,
I'm going to get mad about the Savannah Smiles again.
They're chatting, and Colby's phone starts making noises.
No, is it ringing? Does it get a no caller ID call again?
No, it's speaking words. But they can't tell what it is. Like, it's like this. The speakers of his phone are just like, you can hear them saying words. Like you can, like, it's like semi garbled speech, and it gets clearer.
I don't like that.
When Colby brings out his phone to show everyone, so he has an iPhone. There's no video or audio player on the lock screen to indicate that anything is playing. So there's no reason that those sounds should be made, and like they didn't recognize the voices.
Stop. Knock it off.
And when he opens his phone, he can't figure out why it's speaking or whose voices he's like seeing or hearing. And it was like, it's like,
I'm so glad that you'll be here on Monday.
It's like an iPhone from the past 3 years too. Like it's like an iPhone Pro series from the past 3 years. Like, this is not like an old device or like weird glitchy device that would, it just doesn't make sense for that. Anyways, we're gonna get into the investigation. I'm gonna try and just like chop through this because we're on page 9 and I have 28 pages, so
all right.
First investigation. The tools they used. This is also just going to start getting into the investigation after I go with their tools. So they use the ovulus, which generates words based off of frequency readings in the area. They also have the music box, which is a motion sensor, and it has a motor attached, and it spins a little music box and makes noise when it picks something up. So they place the ghost hunting tools down, and knocks around the building start happening. So they ask for Mary to provide them with more knocks, and it seems she does. There's more knocks.
Oh, okay.
So the ovulus starts going off and generating words. So here they are. Empath.
No.
Above.
No.
Horrible.
No.
So Katrina, one of the people with them, keep up, guys, keep up. Katrina already has a different feeling throughout each room they go through. So in the first room, she experienced her heart rate go up like crazy, which normally it's like, okay, maybe I'm nervous. That makes sense. And then she entered another room, and as soon as she crosses the threshold, she starts to feel lightheaded immediately, and her increased heart rate slows down. Weird how the rooms have such clear energies that affect people as soon as you enter, especially people who are sensitive, like the two people that they brought, or sensitive to that. So they are currently in the Palats suite. And here's where it gets a little bit more fast-paced. So if my phrasing for things is not as elegant, that's because these are all bullets and I was trying to keep up with all the shit that was happening. So the ovulus goes, evil, person.
No.
And so they ask, give us a sign if you're here. And the ovulus gives alignment, orange, quarantines.
Annoying
Note.
orange?
Well, note, Katrina's hair is sort of orange. Continue. What did you say about oranges?
Is that annoying orange?
Oh. Clinging onto anything to get out of the
Let me have this.
She's also struggling to keep her eyes closed for some reason. Like she can't really. She tries to close her eyes, but the more she tries to close her eyes, like the harder it is. It's weird.
Oh, that's so weird.
Selena, for everyone, Selena Spooky Boo, the one if you're really on TikTok, especially in like 2020 through 2022-ish, and you saw the sleepwalking person that was filmed on her, on her security cameras inside of the house, that's Selena Spooky Boo. If not, look up Selena Spooky Boo. You'll know. So she's really scared of mirrors and Ouija boards. At this point,
girl, me too.
They decide it would be fun to do a little activity. Stare into the mirror with the handprints in it for a good long while. Reminder, this mirror was the mirror that we mentioned last time that had handprints on it, but it wasn't just handprints on the mirror. The handprints were like inside of the mirror.
Yeah.
It was embedded under a layer of glass. So there's no reason that those should be there whatsoever. Either that or those were just left after the last person who was there touched it, which is also just as fucking bad, in my opinion. So, staring into your own eyes in a reflection is said to connect you to an alternate version of yourself from within the mirror. Many have also generally speculated that mirrors or reflections are a portal for spirits and or other entities to the physical plane.
Excuse me.
You're like, hold on, I need to get rid of the mirror in my room right fucking now. I know it's facing the wall, but that's still too close to me.
Yep. And it's not.
With my like full body mirrors.
But notice it's also like facing away from me. It's because I believe that, because I actually believe that too. So I take that very seriously. That's why I don't like it. I don't like mirrors when they're like facing my bed, like or anything like that.
I know I've said this before, but with my experience with sleep paralysis and literally witnessing the scary lady with the scraggly hair and the long pointy fingers and the black nails with the really large eyes and
Yep, we got it. Yeah.
uncanny smile, just staring at me from behind me in the bed. And like, I looked at her like in the mirror. I don't understand why I'm like okay with sleeping by mirrors, but at this point, I accept. I accept being able to sleep by the mirror because it allows me to exist comfortably.
I can't do it.
That's okay.
It actually freaks me out. It's way too bad.
Katrina stops being able to recognize herself as they're doing this when they're looking in the mirror. She says that the reflection is getting sadder and sadder as she's staring back at her. Anyways, Colby asks Mary, if you were giving us the signs in this room, can you please communicate with us again? And Sam starts seeing lights flickering in the mirrors around the room. So they think that it's entirely possible that Mary probably doesn't want to communicate with them and has only been giving them warning signs to back off. Luckily, because I was watching the video earlier, that definitely means that they didn't lose that footage, though. So they had their footage, cool, yay. But they took that as a warning sign to just leave it be. And I'm like,
good.
Maybe that was a well-advised
You guys
decision.
made a really good decision this time.
Also,
you guys never make the smart decision.
Further than that, I kind of respect that the spirit was like, hey, here's a boundary. Hold on. And gave them a chance to be like, we'll get out.
That's still fucking scary. Yeah.
It's scary, but at least there's a little bit more clear of a communication. It's like, hey.
I'm actually so glad that you're going to be here next week. Gosh.
They leave her alone and decide that maybe they're going to go pester Sir Henry. And for some reason, the first place they go to is his personal bathroom. Okay, so
and for what?
When they get inside, Selena stands in the shower, and boy, do I have a lot to say about this shower. So basically, the entire room is this crazy ornate, like, marble box. Pretty much, it's massive. It is bigger than the room you're in right now.
Yeah.
The sinks are classy as fuck.
Oh, the bathroom.
The bathroom. The sinks are classy as fuck, but that also makes them look scarier. When I say classy, I mean aged, because it's like the plus sign cross shaped knobs on the sinks. So it's like it was amazingly wonderful and nice at the time, but it looks really dated. And the ceramic sink, but. Perhaps the worst part about all of this is that the shower is so fucking threatening. I have a whole separate description. Sir Henry's shower. Okay, so I want you to imagine one of those cylindrical bird cages with a dome shape on top of it.
Okay.
Just like the one that you commonly see in pet stores with little canaries in them. Those are honestly unethical and way too small, but just imagine that. So now imagine that inside of the biggest marble standing shower you can think of, but think of the bird cage as all of the water pipes just completely surrounding you. Right at the top of the bird cage.
Hold on. I need you to say that. I need you to say that one more time.
You see the bird cage, right? The cylindrical bird cage with the dome on top. Put that bird cage inside of a massive, rectangle of marble.
Okay.
So, that's pretty much it. And all the bird cage is, pretend that the bird cage is made of water pipes. Like, all of what makes up the bird cage is just water pipes. I'm using that to describe what the water pipes are shaped like. It's because they're not in the walls.
I thought you were saying there's like a bird cage in. Sorry.
But think of the bird cage as water pipes, just completely surrounding you. All of this to say, the pipes for the water are not in the walls. They're all
just exposed
around you in the shower. So right at the top of said water pipe bird cage would be a massive 1 foot diameter shower head, directly above the drain. It's like a rain shower, pretty much. Yeah. It's like a literally 1910s rain shower.
Okay.
Above the whole bird cage of water pipes shower thing, you have a whole ass fucking ornate crystal chandelier. And note, this is right above the shower head too. Like, you have shower head and then you have chandelier hanging over.
Who fucking designed this?
Not to mention, who fucking designed this? Italian artisans. We said that in the last episode.
That's true.
But also who?
But
why?
like, you know what I mean? Like, who? Like, why? Like,
so yeah, this is like right above the shower head, and not to mention they have a completely non-waterproof shower curtain with silken tassels to cover it all. And it has a strap to secure it to one wall, and literally a million unlabeled knobs. So like, imagine just coming over for like a sleepover party and you try to take a shower in this fucking medieval torture contraption looking thing.
no, yeah, that sounds like hell on earth, actually.
I have a picture. I just wanted to give everyone as good of a description as possible. It's not a scary picture. It's literally just what the shower looks like. Like, this is what I'm saying. It really does look like a bird cage.
Yeah, it really
And then
does.
look at those knobs. Look at all those knobs. What are they for?
Like, for what?
And the bird cage is literally made out of the water pipes too.
Ew,
I wasn't kidding.
The wall right there. That's a curtain.
That's the
the
curtain.
I don't
That's
like the
the
way
curtain
they look.
with
They're
the
freaking me
tassels.
out.
It's
They're
so
freaking
yucky.
me out for some reason. I don't know why. It makes me uncomfortable.
It's okay. And this is the chandelier above the shower head.
Like, who the fuck designed that? Like,
Isn't that fucking crazy?
that's
Like, that's so absolutely wild.
yeah. Oh god, I actually hate those tassels. It's freaking me out.
It's okay. It's okay.
why.
It's okay.
I don't know why
they're.
they're making me so uncomfortable.
They look like fingers. That's why. It's okay.
Ugh.
I understand. Ooh. We're not done with the bathroom. It's a weird fucking bathroom. So we have Sir Henry's toilet. So was there a toilet that looked like a standard toilet? Yes. That's not why I really needed to tell you about this. The real reason was the bidet.
yeah.
So let's start off with this. There was no toilet paper at all. Not even a toilet paper holder anywhere in sight, but there was a bidet. So that's fine. Like that's okay. Like people do that all the time. They use a bidet and they just don't use toilet paper or whatever they do, you know? Like, wrong. The bidet essentially looked like a super oversized version of a sink, but lower to the ground. Think of like a deep bathroom ceramic sink, but make that really wide.
I feel like I've seen those kinds before.
Mm-hmm. The knobs were the same ones used on the sink though. So like it entirely kind of just looked like a sink for really tiny people.
Yeah.
But I will say the bidet was at least 10 feet away from the toilet in a completely separate room of the bathroom.
So you're just
So you do your
So you
business
finish
and
it-
you have to get up and you like have to like waddle to the bidet and then whoosh.
that would actually piss me off.
Yeah,
That would piss
because
me
like
off.
you use the restroom and then you have to get up and go all the way to the bidet because there's no toilet paper or anything like that.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's okay. We're done with the bathroom. I just thought that was absolutely horrid and a terrible bathroom design.
Because that is horrid and a terrible design.
It was cool because like the bathroom was made out of literally entirely marble, but like fuck. You couldn't have designed it better.
Bro,
Like,
you
couldn't have at least put the bidet next to the toilet.
Like, for real, where was the common sense?
Because
Where
the bidet was next to the
common sense when
sink.
designing this?
Like, why was it next to the sink in another room of the bathroom? Why did the bathroom have more than one room? Okay,
So many
anyways,
questions.
Sir Henry's bedroom. So they place down the music box, and they are also carrying the ovulus. They have inside of Sir Henry's bedroom is a whole marble carved fireplace with gorgeous ornate wooden detailing throughout. Also, the fireplace is like, if anyone has been to Italy or likes to look at Italian art, the marble statues, like there were a bunch of like tiny marble statues that just made up the entire fireplace. It was gorgeous, and like it wasn't made out of marble statues, but like they chiseled the marble. It was gorgeous, really unnecessary, but gorgeous nonetheless. And there was also a dark wood bed with gold plating and only silk sheets.
Okay.
Betty B taking care of his skin and his hair. Okay. Pampered princess treatment. Most hated man. Literally ran the entire Canadian economy down.
But he said, my skin and hair will stay on point until I'm dead.
I mean, it's funny because all of the pictures and videos of him, he's balding. Anyways. So, they take a break to get some trigger items for Sir Henry. And they have a little dance party while waiting. It's kind of cute. I like that part of the video. It's only little cute, little happy part. Just kidding. No, it's all cute and happy because Sim and Colby are a cute and happy little... Anyways, so they come back with fucking bourbon because he always shows up when there's alcohol for some reason. Like Sir Henry just shows up.
Hey, he said we lit. We say we lit.
He really had... He really
I thought I was on my phone, and that actually scared me.
You're like, oh my god,
Like,
there's a ghost. There's literally a ghost. There's a ghost.
That
There's a
actually
ghost.
freaked me out so bad. But like, actually, okay.
Describe to the viewers what just happened. The listeners what just happened.
Okay, so for those of us that are listening, obviously if you don't have an iPhone, there's a new feature. Well, it's like they added it a while ago on one of the iOS updates where it's just like reactions and you can do different hand gestures and it'll cause something to happen to your screen. So I just did 2 rock on symbols and it did lasers.
Yes.
While I was talking.
To describe the specific situation, he really had $400 million to his name and still knew that alcohol tastes better when it's free. Like,
Facts,
he literally knows
literally
where
true,
it's at.
literally true.
Okay. At least he knows how to party. He might be a fucking asshole. But can you take him to a party? Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
So the Ovulus in that room immediately says, keep cold, as soon as they place the glass on the floor in the center of the room. And I said, not him complaining about the temperature they served it to him at.
No, literally, he's like, the fuck is this?
Like, he's picky about his free alcohol for real.
For real, he's like, if you're gonna bring it, at least like bring it chilled.
So they ask, Sir Henry, are you able to give us any obvious signs that you're here right now? And the Ovulus responds, shy, sad, bank, ahead, once. Or ahead once.
Oh my god, he literally is once, because he literally said, shush, shush.
So they said, if you'd like to talk to us, can you please give us a sign? And he just says, or the Ovulus says, statement. And the music box starts going off behind all of them.
Okay, he kind of got jokes though. He's kind of funny.
No, I interpreted that as the ghost saying statement, because the music, like saying statement as if it was like about to tell them something, because it's like, I'm about to tell you something, and then the music box went off behind all of them.
Oh, I pictured it of him being like sassy.
I also do know that you were coping, so you're trying every way to find this funny. So the music box is pointed towards the bed, and they ask, Sir Henry, if that's you, can you please step away from the bed? The Ovulus says, wrong. Bar. Missed.
He wants to go to the bar.
If any of you heard my mom sneeze.
Bless you.
Bless you. So they ask if someone's inside that's not Sir Henry. And the music box just starts going off louder and faster than it had been before.
Oh my god, shut
and
up.
it continues going off. It just continues doing that for the rest of the time that they keep trying to talk. So they decide to reset the music box, and Colby starts hearing taps on the windows behind him. And he's just like, guys, do you hear that? And then the Ovulus says, See me?
Ew, stop. Stop. Oh my god, shut up, literally shut up.
So
I'm so glad that like when you're here, you are gonna record the podcast together, and then you're gonna be here, so that means I don't have to be scared.
and then we can watch Jennifer Lopez, This Is Me Now, and then also Jennifer Lopez, The Greatest Story Never Told.
People have been making memes of the Mi Gente Latino. Like, so obviously that specific time she said it, right? But they're taking the screen cap of when she has the award in her hand, and someone said, me when I take the frozen icicle out of my, the emergency icicle out of my brain.
That's something that she would do, though. Like, that just makes sense for her.
Literally me when I take the emergency icicle out of my brain. Like, facts.
Okay, so they ask, give us one final sign that you want to talk to us.
Give me one margarita.
The music box goes off immediately, and the Ovilus says, bridge, phone.
Burton. Oh.
So they ask if the being is standing by the phone, because there's a phone in the room on the wall, and the music box starts going off. Note, the music box is pointed at the phone next to the bed.
Okay.
And for everyone who forgot, cool. It's a motion detector.
So that's awesome.
And while it's doing that, the Ovilus says, malicious.
Maleficent?
Literally doing everything right now. You're so scared. You're just like, Maleficent? Like, Maleficent. With your fucking little One Direction bear. I know damn well you're holding on to that because you were scared as fuck. It's okay, Liam Bear. Sir Henry's office. Colby gives Sir Henry's wax figure a kiss on the cheek. Here it is. Colby giving Sir Henry a kiss on the cheek.
Colby needs to do that to me.
Yes. Okay, I hope everyone enjoyed looking at that because I'm not going to give you another look. You can just watch their video after this.
After. A-F-T-E-R.
Anyways, they think that the medium they brought in earlier was sensing a welcoming energy that was trying to convince them to enter into a negative space. They suspect that it was not welcoming for good reasons. They suspect that it was trying to welcome them into a space that they would be hurt in. So they don't know how, and Selena was saying, it's possible that people experience different types of, different levels and types of energy that different entities could be putting out, and that it was possible that the specific medium that they brought in earlier could only sense those positive energies, because Katrina and Selena, while they aren't mediums, they only sensed really bad things and felt really bad things throughout the entire place. And Selena is known very well to be able to have very spiritual connections. She does this sort of thing that's similar to dissociating and meditating that helps her to connect with different energies in the areas around her. And she uses that to describe different scenes that she ends up seeing when she's in different places. It's very, very much like visions in the mind's eye. So.
Okay, Raven Simone.
Literally. So they turn off all the lights and the music box starts going off immediately, as if it's sensing someone pacing around in the room. There's a large bang heard from somewhere else in the building outside of the room.
It's probably better than Bang by AJR, so.
They ask, Sir Henry, is that you? The music box goes off. Is this your favorite room? The music box goes off again. They think that it's possible that the maid is following them around, and they ask that, and the music box plays only one note in response.
Okay.
And so they ask, so you don't want us in here? The music box plays again, only one note.
Okay.
The flashlight, I didn't realize that they put it in earlier, so I'm saying it now. They also did the flashlight investigation thing. Flashlight investigations are when you have the twisting type flashlights that you put batteries into, and you twist it to a level where just the tiniest bit of movement would be able to trigger the flashlight. And the flashlight goes off in the room right after they asked, you don't want us here. And the music box went off, and it was scary because it was you started hearing the music, and then the flashlight just went, psh, and I was like,
Literally, no, it doesn't, dude. Shut up.
They ask the spirits to turn on and off the flashlight, and it only goes on and off in response to their questions. The spirit responds with the flashlight to say that it's not someone who worked for Sir Henry. So they kind of like decide to bring it down from here, and they welcome the spirits to follow them throughout the castle. And the light and the music box start flashing and going off at the same time.
I'm like getting really
Right
lost.
as
I'm,
it
like,
was
freaking
invited
out.
to follow them around.
Who else is losing their mind right now? I'm like, I wish Daff was here.
Sam and Colby head down to the maid's room. So they're doing the same thing as the office. Flashlights, 2 flashlights though. The music box and the ovulus. So they say, "We hear there's a maid that likes to talk. Can you give us a sign?" The ovulus immediately says, "Enemy."
No.
They said, "We are not an enemy." And it says, "Thank you." They said, they ask, "Are you happy here?" And the ovulus responds, "Cross over." Kat says, Katrina, says that her legs are freezing and she starts getting very cold. And the ovulus says, "Jackie." The music box goes off immediately after that. But when the music box goes off, it does the thing where it plays only one note again. And it does it in rhythm with when the ovulus speaks the word that is like translated. It's so weird. So they say, "We can communicate with you using this music box." And the ovulus just responds and it goes, "Sneak," whatever that means. They said,
Okay,
I also
Swiper,
forgot to mention
chill.
that all of the lights are off in the room.
Yeah. No. You did mention that. I remember that.
Oh, okay. Never mind. They asked, "Do you wish you could leave?" And it says, "Keep." And the music box goes off at the same time. And it keeps doing this thing where it like responds with multiple of their devices at the same time.
I'm actually
it's
so
very
terrified
scary.
right now. Like, it's actually insane.
So they ask, "Do you know Sir Henry or his wife?" And the flashlight goes off for the first time. So they say, "If Sir Henry was a good person, light the flashlight. If he was bad, use the music box." The music box immediately goes off for the longest it's ever gone off during that specific investigation.
Damn.
And they said, "You didn't like the way he was treating you," and the music box goes off right after. And it's scary because it's going off like immediately after their questions. Like the cadence of this conversation with like the music box is so similar to how people speak normally.
Yeah.
And it's almost like it's almost like the music box is like turning in perfect time to communicate syllables of a word. It's weird because instead of just going off consistently, it goes like or but it also was playing like the scary bell music at the same time. So
Yeah.
anyways,
Okay.
they said, "Is there anything we can do?" The music box goes off immediately in response to them. They ask, "Do you need us to pray for you to help you cross over?" Another flashlight in another part of the room goes off. And they said, "If you're stuck here," and before they even finish the question, the flashlight goes off to indicate, yes, like I am stuck here.
Mm-hmm.
And they say, "Do you want us to say the Lord's Prayer to help you cross over?" The flashlight goes off immediately right after that. So they pray the Our Father. The music box, however, goes off immediately after they finish. Like immediately. Like they finish the prayer. They say amen. They say amen. It goes off right after they finish.
No.
And it goes off like rhythmically as if saying thank you. And Katrina and Selena, they both at the same time, they just go thank you out loud. And then they just look at each other. They're like, "What? Why did you heard that too in the music box? Like almost like it was speaking to you." The collective,
I'm gonna like pass out.
like the collective psychic experience that they're having is off the charts, incredible, crazy, horrible, nightmare inducing.
Cat has some good music.
real. We need to check it out.
Yeah.
Okay. So right after that, all of the flashlights start going off. Like they kind of just start flashing. And they say, Jackie, if you feel like that helped you in any way, can you turn off both of these flashlights? And then they shine really, really brightly. Like they stop flickering. And then they just, like right after they ask, if you feel like that helped you in any way, can you turn off both of these flashlights? It just went, like they slowly just tapered off and got darker until both of them were off.
I hate that.
But the music box continues responding to them still.
Awesome.
Everyone says they felt really light and happy after this, though. So, as scary as it is that there's like actual stuff like being very responsive, especially to the fact that they're praying for it and all of that, it seems that everyone hasn't had an overwhelming sense of positivity after that part of the investigation. So, and
that's where they ended it.
Well, no, because now they go to the stables to conduct the last investigation, which happens to be the worst place in the entire building. So let's get into it.
Can we not? Okay, hold on. Let me close my door.
Are you sure?
Why?
Did you turn off the lights out there already? Because what if it's scary looking out there?
No, let me close it, I said.
No, I know, but did you turn off the lights outside of your room already so it's like dark outside? Oh,
no.
Okay.
No, I have the hall light on. Because I was like, I always keep the hall light on.
Yes.
I can see out there and it freaks me out.
No, yeah, I get that. People who sleep with their doors open at night scare me.
I mean, the only reason why I've been doing it recently is just because of Oreo.
Yeah, I get that.
Because her, like, water and stuff is over there. And she likes to get water in the middle of the night. And sometimes I don't wake up early enough for her. So she does some damage.
Yeah, she got her schedule. Okay, so they start their investigation in the stables with the Estes method. Ronnie's favorite method. Ronnie's favorite method. I'm going to explain it again to everyone who doesn't know what it is. Someone wears noise-canceling headphones and a blindfold while a spirit box is playing in their ears. The rest of the investigators will ask questions that are not heard or seen by the headphone wearer, but they verbally communicate what they hear. The people who wear the headphones verbally communicate what they hear the spirit box saying. A spirit box is an EMF detector that translates the readings through radio stations. The results are words or phrases that sometimes sound like garbled music. If any of you have watched the live-action Transformers with Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox...
Fuck Shia LaBeouf.
Yes, but if you have watched that Transformers movie...
I have to say it every single
you
time.
are very familiar with the fact that Bumblebee talks by using the radio. It sounds a lot like that for the people who listen to... who are listening to the spirit box.
Yeah.
Sam and Colby start seeing orbs floating around immediately in the video.
No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't.
This happens between, I think, Katrina and Sam. The REM pod behind them starts going off immediately after they notice those orbs. And it's like 15 feet away, really far back in the stables. And
what year was this? When did they film this?
I think it was within the past 3 years, because they were using an iPhone that I know is new. I forgot to check. I'll check it sometime later, but no, it's pretty recent.
Like, no, yeah, I'm just like, are Sam and Kat together in this one, or did they already break up?
I have no idea. Anyways, for all those Sam and Colby lovers, find out the lore and let us know. Tell us.
I used to be on that side of Twitter for a hot minute.
So the Estes method begins, and I'll just say Estes before every time I read the Estes thing, like what the Estes method brings out. Estes, that's fucking hard.
Awesome.
Never mind. Oh, bless you, Oreo.
She's looking at me.
So Kat says, and I'm just gonna shorten it to Kat for the Estes method because it's just gonna be easier to say it that way.
No, yeah, you can say Kat. I mean, I know who you're talking about.
So Kat says, or like the spirit. The spirit says, "You ready? Open. Need."
No.
They ask, and so like they start asking if someone's there to talk to them, and it says, "Someone's here."
No.
And they ask, where are you? It says, out of here.
I'm so sorry.
Can you let me? And it says, out of here. Kat starts screaming, and then she has to say, again, calling you. It's real. And they ask, did we just let you out of the cell? The spirit responds with, it's here. So they ask, are you happy that we're here? And it says, yes. They say, do you know Sir Henry or Lady Mary? And it says, every day. And then it also says, I see, or, it goes, I see you, pain, I'm real.
Okay, Jane from Twilight.
And then it says, jealous, anywhere, exactly.
Okay, Nick Jonas.
Hello?
Okay,
I'm
girl.
trying. I'm scared. Absorb the quotes and stop trying to quote.
I
and
know.
Cope. You're
I'm
like, you
just
need to
so-
listen.
That's crazy. Why is it saying it that?
Kat starts hearing screaming on the headphones, and you can hear it picked up on the microphones. It's so loud.
Ew, no, that's
And it's
horrible.
like deep and guttural screaming. And then right after that, the spirit says, it's here. I'm the same.
What do you mean by that?
So they ask, is Sir Henry keeping everyone here? And Kat starts feeling cold, and she starts crying.
Girl,
And the
I
spirit
would too.
says,
Fuck.
the spirit says, I'll be here. So they ask, what keeps you down here? And it says, it's really something. So they start mentioning poltergeists, which, why would you do that around that area? Anyways, the spirit responds with, I'm ready. I live here. And they ask, is a poltergeist here? Is there a bad person here? And it says, with each other, be gone. And they don't be gone. They continue asking more questions. They say,
Like, just
is
leave.
there-
Literally, just leave. Like, literally, what's stopping you from leaving? Like, I literally don't get it. Like, it's actually freaking me out at this point. Like, literally, just go. Like, literally, just go.
Okay, so they ask, is there anything else you want to say to us? And then it goes, the spirit says, stay, any of you. Okay, so you want them all
No.
to leave, but you want to keep one of them? Cool.
I don't
So
like the sound of that.
they say, do you want us to help you cross over? Do you want us to pray for you? And right after they say, do you want us to pray? Like, it just says, run, get out.
Ew, I just got full body chills. Stop. Literally, shut up. Literally, shut the hell up.
And Selena starts to feel really, really cold, and she starts shivering.
Ew, stop.
And that's the end of the Estes method.
And that's the end of it. Amen.
But Selena does a reading of the stables.
Oh, my Lord Jesus Christ.
So I'm just going to kind of try and paraphrase / quote her visions.
Literally, that's
So she
not what's
says,
up. That's not what's up.
third stall on the left, there's 2 men and no one's speaking. And as she's saying this, they have like thermometer as well, and the temperature in the room shoots down and it starts beeping because it's like it's giving them a warning that the temperature is like dropping like crazy for no reason.
Yeah.
And Selena continues, there's a horse. There's a horse, and the man has spooked the horse, but he spooked the horse on purpose. And the horse kicks the other man that's in the stall. And she said this happens in December. And as she's saying this, oh my God, you start to hear metal clattering around the stables.
Stop.
And you
shut
start
the
hearing
fuck
like pieces
up.
of metal falling. And then Selena continues and says, the other man is looking down at the one who was kicked by the horse. And this man starts stepping on his face after realizing that one is unconscious. We pan away from her and see the REM pod just absolutely going fucking bonkers. And the thermometer is still like beeping. And it's been beeping the entire time. Like anxiety-inducing alarm clock beeping the entire time
Like,
for
I
like
actually hate that so
while
bad.
she's been like telling us her vision.
Yeah.
Oh, and the metal that we heard falling earlier, want to know what it was?
No.
So it was a metal Catholic cross necklace
Okay,
that had
that's all you had to say.
broken and fallen off of someone's neck.
Yep, that's all you had to say. That's all you had to say.
And Selena says, the one who stepped on the other's face, he's dragging the body down the center, in the middle, like between the stables. And Selena is like, she continues pacing for what was probably like 30 minutes for them, like, and she's just like, I cannot stop seeing this like replaying in my head. It's just like replaying in fast motion over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And that is it for Casa Loma, or Sam and Colby's rendition of The Haunting of Hill House.
I've never been so relieved to hear those words come out of your mouth in my entire life, dude. Like, oh my god, I'm like sweating so violently right now. I have a little bit more though, because it is time to ramble with the Redditors. This is the mini edition though, so I made sure to keep it a little bit shorter because this is a long one. Because this was a long episode, but this is a short Reddit post. Are you okay though? Will you be fine? Yep. Hold on. You're just like, probably not, but I'll try. Hello. Oh my god. Yeah, Ronnie's gonna hold Oreo because it's gonna help him feel better. So this one was posted in r/glitch_in_the_matrix 8 years ago by a deleted account. So anonymous, which makes things a lot scarier in some ways, but we'll see how you take that. Here's the title. Have you seen shadow people or the Hat Man? If so, could you explain your experiences? Even if all you saw was something out of the corner of your eye, do you remember what was happening that day, and how are you feeling? I've been asking everyone that I know about their experiences with these beings because I find it very interesting. There seems to be things in common with everyone's stories. The person who witnessed them was feeling scared, angry, sad, and other negative emotions at the time. Sometimes a sound like people whispering accompanied the shadow person. The shadow person seemed to have more substance to them than a ghost, but no features were visible. My personal theory is that these beings literally feed off of fear and negative emotions. The Hat Man seems to gravitate towards those with turbulent lives who are experiencing things like domestic abuse or a death in the family. But these are only my personal observations. So we're going to get into just this one. Okay. Never heard of this Hat Man you speak of. This is from a user called IDW This. Okay. But I have seen shadow people. When I was a young child, I had 3 imaginary friends. They were all shadows on the wall, distinct heads and shoulders for each, but blended into one being past that. Ooh. It should not transform. It should not transform. Yeah, no. I remember many times I'd be laying in my mom's bed and jabbering away at them about Lord only knows what, while my mom did dishes or made dinner in the kitchen. I see them out of the corner of my eye quite a few times over the years after I stopped seeing the imaginary friends, which occurred when I started first grade. The last time I know I saw a shadow person for real, and not even out of the corner of my eye, but full on right in front of my face. It was a few years ago. My boyfriend and I were staying at his parents' house. It was nighttime, and they were gone. Boyfriend was upstairs, and I was on the patio smoking a cigarette. They have a hot tub, and the steps for it were right in front of the glass doors leading to the kitchen. I was sitting on those stairs, and the kitchen light was on. It was a very bright light, and I saw an incredibly tall figure walk from my left to the right into the kitchen. And it was definitely what you would think a shadow person would look like. Very dark. Yet, when it went more into the kitchen, where it should have thrown a shadow across the floor from being in front of the kitchen light, there was none, and where it walked was just a wall, shared by the garage and kitchen. No. There were no vehicles in the neighborhood passing by at that time either. Nothing at all to play any tricks of the light. It left me quite a bit unsettled that night. Yeah, I'm unsettled. Yes.
And that's our story. And that's our story. You're welcome, everyone. You're welcome, everyone.
Yay! Everyone, this is my dog. This is Oreo. She's really old. She's an old lady.
Old lady.
She's a Jack Russell Chihuahua. Stinky mouth. Going blind. Rotting teeth. Jack Russell Chihuahua. Classic.
Queendom forever.
It's my baby,
always.
Though. If you say she's ugly, I hate you.
That's valid. So,
because no, she's not.
Literally. Okay, but that's pretty much all that we have for the episode. And by the way, y'all should follow me on Instagram at brandon._.amore and TikTok at brandon._.amore, and on YouTube. Obviously subscribe to the podcast. You can find it at Rambling About Things I Read on Reddit. And then also type Brandon Amore after that, because for some reason it doesn't push us. So blame YouTube for that. We'll fix it. By we'll fix it, that means you and us, you being the fan base, helping us do that. Ronni, plugs.
You can follow me on Instagram at Ronni Granados, Ronni. If you're still spelling my name with an E, get it together. And
Say
then
that
you can follow me on TikTok.
autocorrect.
No facts.
Anyways.
Everyone just puts my name with an E. Like, I guess my name is Ronni with an E. And then you could follow me on TikTok at Ronni Red, Ronni. 2 I's, not 1. And yeah.
Also, by the way, continue to stream Fracture Me. It's probably going to be the song. No, not even probably. It is going to be the song that is used for the intro and outro of the podcast for quite a bit, and it's gonna be the song of the summer. So y'all enjoy it.
Did he just write the song of the summer?
Happy Pride Month, even though it's not Pride when this comes out, but I wrote that song to basically help highlight gay friendships, because I feel like people don't talk about that enough, like queer friendships, because there is a separate type of bond that queer people have with each other, and there's a separate type of bond that queer people express towards the people that they care about. It's a very different experience, especially for those of us who are experiencing the type of thing where they have a chosen family, because there's nothing wrong with that. You're beautiful and valid and perfect for that.
Nothing better than a chosen family.
I do love my family, though, so I'm not claiming to be any of that.
I love my family.
Yeah, like I'm not claiming to be that kind of person, but it's also fair to have chosen family to add on to the family.
But at the end of the day, I'm 11th house Taurus moon. Like, I'm just gonna find more comfort in my friends.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. Also, the friends and family. Take out the friends part. That's just family for real. Like, that's just family. Anyways, have a good week. We love you. Don't forget to wash your hair in cool water so that it doesn't fall out. You see these. Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye, guys.